Your brain learns through repetition. So I want you to think when you are in school, or if you have kids in school and they need to learn, and they're studying for an exam, so you know how it is, like you have to repeat, you use flashcards, you have to constantly repeat the words if you're studying for an English test, for vocab, because that's how the brain learns, through repetition. So what happens is you have a thought and you're constantly repeating it, you're creating neural pathways. This is called neuroplasticity. And the more you repeat that thought every day, the stronger that neural pathway becomes. Okay, so I want you to think, think about, you have about 60,000 thoughts per day. And now, what I want you to think about is, how mindful are you about those thoughts? Are they negative or are they positive? Because you see, the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real or imagined. So that's why when I'm working with a client, after we do this session and we get to the root of the issue, then that's the first step. We have the 2-hour to 3-hour session, we get to the root. But the next step is creating a personalized NLP, neuro-linguistic programming recording, personalized for them, that only has positive words. And they have to commit to listen for at least 21 days, okay, before they go to bed and when they wake up. Why? Because it takes 21 days to break a habit and create a new one. You're aware of this. So when they start listening at nighttime, while they're falling asleep, while they're sleeping, as soon as they wake up, I'm creating new neural pathways for them. And back to the subconscious does not know the difference between imagined or real. How do you create new neural pathways? Is by changing your beliefs, by using affirmations, using these recordings that I create. Even images, looking at images. When you're looking at images or pictures of what you would like to create in your life, your brain is taking in the information through the image. So let's say one thing I recommend to my clients, and I do it for myself, this is so much fun. I go on Pinterest and I create collages of what I want to align, what I want to attract, what I want to manifest. And I just look at them at nighttime before I go to sleep. And they're so easy to make and they're so much fun. So again, because I'm feeding I have awareness and understanding, I feed the subconscious with words and images of what I want to create, not what I don't want, right? So what happens is, most people are carrying limiting beliefs that acquired when they were little, sometimes when they weren't even born in their mother's womb. And they are still walking around with these limiting beliefs, and they have them running in the background on autopilot. So they repeat these negative thoughts, such as the most common one, the root of every issue: I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I don't have enough money, I'm not worthy, I'm not smart enough. Okay, and these limiting beliefs came through conditioning from typically parents, whoever was in charge, the first guardians. And then it keeps going, once you start going to school, from friends, teachers, society. So I want you to think about something, actually. Think of a baby, okay? When babies are born, they're born happy. They just want to eat. They want to be happy. They want to be fed. They are born want to be loved. But some parents, okay, they might love us, but they don't do such a great job because of their own conditioning. This has been ancestral. This has been going on from one generation to another. All right, goes through the DNA. So babies are born, they're born happy. Just give me food. I just want to be happy. I want to be loved. Okay. And then conditioning started. So baby is born in a family where a parent is an alcoholic, narcissist. A parent has other addictions, that's its own issue, anxiety, depression. Well, guess what? That's those beliefs are being passed on the first 7 years of a kid's life. Okay, it starts from the baby, when the baby's in the mother's womb, because the baby's listening to everything and is feeling, is attached to the mother's cord. Baby's born up to the first 7 years. Okay, so pay attention of your thoughts. What type of thoughts do you have on a daily basis that are running in the background? Okay, are they positive, or are they helping you grow and create the life you want to have? Be happy, be healthy, be in your relationship, be successful. Oh, one classic example when it comes to money. All my friends, when I'm traveling, everybody who knows me knows this. This is classic. Limiting beliefs in regards to money. People who got programmed at an early age that we don't have any money, they have poverty mindset and everything is expensive. So they walk around, everything is expensive. Well, guess what? If you're constantly thinking about that, guess what the brain is going to do? The brain is wired to constantly looking for expensive stuff for you because you're telling it everything is expensive. So what do you think the brain is doing? Looking for deals? No, it's looking for expensive stuff. So you can repeating to yourself, oh, everything is expensive. Well, yeah, start catching yourself. I challenge you with this. Okay, and I'm super, super mindful with words. I'm the words wizard here. I've been studying this and I've been on this path for a long time now, before I even became a hypnotherapist, when it comes to words and being mindful and really in tune for each word. Words are powerful, okay? When you speak, you are spelling. That's why we learn how to spell in school. Why do you think it's called spelling? Because words are spells. So what are you putting out there is very important. What you speak out, okay, is what you're going to attract. So be mindful. Be mindful of what type of thoughts you have. Because first it starts with a thought, and then bring in emotions. Emotion is energy in motion. Physics, Einstein, okay? So you have these thoughts constantly on repeat. Put in the emotion, which is the fuel, and bam, you're gonna create. You are a creator. You came here to create. You were created by God, the creator, okay? So you are a creator. So be mindful what you're creating on a daily basis. You want to tell yourself, what type of thoughts are running in the background and why? Where are they coming from? Okay? Limiting beliefs. Why? And this is what I do. So it's like when I do the session, I get to the root of why. Why are you stuck? Why aren't you aligned with your highest timeline? Why aren't you happy? Why aren't you healthy? Why aren't you in a happy relationship? Why do you keep attracting the same partner in a different shape? Okay. Why? Because you've got these programs running into the subconscious. So be more mindful. Be more mindful every single day. Okay. Practice. Be mindful. Start from there. Just mindfulness. That's the basic step. Mindfulness. What type of thoughts am I feeding my brain every single day? Are they healing me? Are they helping me? Or are they keeping me stuck and unhealthy?